Hi, welcome to Wine with Chris, and welcome to the tasting room. It's been a while, and I'm not sure we've ever done a video actually focusing on white wines, so we're going to go there today. But just before we have white wine, we need to think about white wine glasses. Over the years, I've been a big fan of Riedel glasses, and most of my wine glasses are Riedel. But I bought these Riedel white wine glasses, and I must say I don't love them. I think it's the shape, maybe the depth of the glass. They're the ones that you tend to give to other people rather than for yourself. And what I realized was my favorite glass is this type, and as you can see, it's I don't know, 2-3 centimeters, maybe 4 centimeters higher. I think this is mid to high teens centimeters tall, and that's in the low 20s. And for some reason, that's just much more appealing to me. It feels better in the hand. I think it's better for smelling the wine. Just an all-round better white wine glass. So that's my tip on that. Riedel, the Vinum range, and it is the Riesling Grand Cru / Zinfandel Riedel glass. So moving on from glasses to wines, and what I thought I'd do today is share thoughts on 2 Albarino wines. One from the Wine Society's exhibition range, and another one, interestingly, from the same producer, but in their own label. So Albarino, northwest of Spain, the Galicia region. Think high meadows, think of coastal, think of crashing Atlantic waves hitting Spain and Portugal. And in fact, it is right near the border with Portugal, and just over the border they make wine from the same grapes, but they swap the B with a V and they call it Albarino, but same grape. And the grape is indigenous to this region, to the Spanish region, but in the last 20-30 years or so, it really has exploded again in popularity. So we have the exhibition range Albarino, and interestingly, and the exhibition, as you probably know, is the Wine Society's sort of higher level classic expression of a grape. So this one should be really classic, good quality Albarino. And the Wine Society gets producers to make the exhibition range for them. And the producer of the Wine Society's Albarino is this producer, Pazo Signoranz. And this is obviously one of their Albarino's own label. So this vineyard has been running since the late 80s, since 1989, first vintage in 1990. It is back off the sea, so it's not quite coastal. And when I was reading up on this, I was a little bit worried because they do sort of co-opt local growers to get higher quantities of grapes in to make their Albarino. So you immediately think, oh, will that all mix together? And will the quality be consistent? But the good news is that this one actually comes from their own estate. I should say they are very cautious and diligent about when they do grab in grapes, so I wouldn't do them down for that, but it's always a nervous thing. They have 3.5 hectares of their own land right near the vineyard, and on that land, using the best quality of grapes from the normal Albarino, they produce each year a Selección de Annada, which is the higher quality selection of the year. So I'm not comparing like with like here, I'm comparing normal Albarino with really the top quality Albarino. The year is completely different. This one's 2 years old, a year and a half old. This one's from 2010. So let's dive in, conscious of rabbiting on too much. I had a quick, I haven't tasted the wines before the video, but I did have a quick smell before the video. And I would say that actually the exhibition one is more expressive on the nose. They both have that lovely, almost if you can smell effervescence, then that's what that is. Slight tropical fruits, but very citrusy on the nose. That one quite muted, and that one really exploding out of the glass. I can see here, this one's gripping the glass, so you know, debatable about whether that talks about alcohol, but it's definitely doing so more than that one. I think I'll start with the exhibition one, the simpler wine. And I love this type of wine. I've got lots of friends whose favourite white wine, and one of their favourite wines in the world, would be a big, heavy white Châteauneuf de Pape. Buttery, huge in the mouth, think sort of French countryside, citrus and very full-bodied wines. and they just don't do anything for me. I'm much more of a Riesling type of person, something with higher acidity, minerality, that isn't oaked and that doesn't really have a huge body to it. That's my type of wine. And this one, that's why I'm attracted to this wine completely. Let's try the special selection. This one is laid on its lees, kept on its lees for 3 years, and then it's bottled and kept on estate in the bottle for another 3 years. So what they're trying to match here is the Rioja Gran Reserva style of wine in an Albarino. Wow, I've never tasted. I've drunk a few bottles of this one. Never tasted that one before. The I have to say the wow. I'll just have another quick. What I said about the effervescence on the nose of this one, it's just good, clean fun. It's just bursting out of the glass. It's almost fizzing up at you. This one has obviously got more maturity. It's you know, that muted smell that I said, when you first put it in your mouth, it is quite muted by comparison to that one. It isn't fizzing out of the glass at you. But actually, when you keep it in your mouth, after a couple of seconds, it just explodes into a deeper, longer, more expressive flavour, actually. So in a sense, it's really this wine concentrated, which I suppose is understandable. People say that Albarino, you would tend to get peaches, and if it's near the coast, sometimes even salinity. I must say I'm not getting huge sort of stone fruits, that sort of peachy, apricotty. I would swap that for citrus, and I think that's really more because it is a very you know, a dry, high acidity wine, so I'm getting more citrus than stone fruits. But I am getting a bit of salinity. You know, you really get that sense of being near the coast. It's like a maybe not in taste, but in essence, it's like a Loire Muscadet. You know, it's something that you would sit when you can visibly see the sea in front of you, and hopefully you're eating something out of the sea in front of you as well. So listen, I'm going to enjoy these. I'm not going to take up any more of your time, but bottom line is this one is £15 in the Wine Society. This one I also managed to grab from the Wine Society, I think in the low £30. So you're looking at twice the price. And the final question would be, is it worth twice the price? I'm going to dodge the answer by saying this is a cracking anytime, go anywhere, any occasion. You just want a glass of top quality, high acidity, dry white wine with real expression. Go for that every time. This one, I think I will buy more for this of this for the cellar, because I think this is just coming into its prime. I think it's only going to develop further expression. It's clearly not an everyday wine, not that I drink wine every day anyway, but it's a special wine for a special meal with friends and with family, and I think there's room for both of these. Is it worth twice the price? Who knows? You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I think I'll be investing in one or two more of these for sure. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope you've gone away knowing a little bit more about Albarino, and maybe thinking a little bit more about the glasses in which you serve your white wines. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please like the video, and we'll see you back at Wine with Chris again soon.